Good morning. Thanks for joining me. So today's class is a formal seated meditation. And the thing about meditation is just to start with where you're at. And there are many different tools to help put one or prepare one for this space that you enter. And what you're looking for is this space between the thinking mind and the feeling mind and the sensing mind. You're trying to get beyond the thoughts. The point is you're going to think. It's not about stopping thinking. It's just perceiving that space between the thoughts. And the tools that I use and practice are breath work, mantra, and I choose a personal mantra. And that is for the formal seated meditation. And your personal mantra is what you internalize, and you just listen to the vibration within your brain and just sense it in your body. And you just keep repeating this mantra internally. Anytime you notice that you have a thought, you just, okay, I'm thinking. So then you repeat your mantra. For the breath work, I practice Nadi Shodhana, that is alternate nostril breathing. And what that does is it balances the left and right hemispheres, and it helps calm the mind and can prepare one to enter meditation. In the Nadi Shodhana, you start off plugging one side of the nostril and breathing in the other side, and then you plug off the other side and then breathe out and then breathe in. And I'm going to do this, time this for 3 minutes. So first, just get a comfortable place to rest your hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb, and you can take either your pinky or your ring finger or whatever feels fine, and just kind of rest however you feel comfortable, resting the pointer finger and the middle finger on your forehead so that you can access both nostrils. So now that you have your hand placement, I'm going to start our timer. Plug off your right nostril. Breathe in through your left. Plug off your left nostril. Breathe out your right. Breathe in your right. Plug off your right. Breathe out your left. Breathe in your left. Plug off your left. Breathe out your right. Breathe in your right. And just continue this pattern on your own. Just finish off your last round of breath, your last cycle, and then return to normal breathing. And just notice any changes, maybe a sense of calmness. For this next part of our practice, I'm going to chant a mantra. And the mantras that I chant are in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, the vibration of the words resonate, and you don't necessarily have to listen for the words, you just sense and feel the vibration of the Sanskrit words. And I'm going to chant the Anusara mantra. And this is an invocation of a lineage, which just kind of prepares the mind and to receive and kind of prepare the attitude for entering into this, what I call sacred space. And I'm going to chant it 3 times and just listen and see what you notice. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachit Ananda Motaye Nishpo Panchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachit Ananda Motaye Nishpo Panchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachit Ananda Motaye Nishpo Panchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase And just letting the vibration of the sound wash over you. And now for this next part of our practice, the formal seated part, this is where we go into silence. And if you have a personal mantra, you can use that. Or you can just use the Om mantra, that universal sound that connects us to the all. And you might just try chanting it out loud first, just to get a sense of it. I'll go ahead and chant Om, and you're welcome to join with me. Exhale your breath completely. Inhale for Om. And just noticing that vibration that you sense through your ears. See if you can bring that inside so that it vibrates off your head. Just get that sense and just chant that mantra internally. And this is the tool that you're going to use. Just noticing the thoughts that come like clouds in the sky. And just keep chanting your mantra. You're going to the observer mind. As your mind activity, that mind stuff is continuous. It's forever shifting and shaping. And as the observer, you're at that vantage point where you can choose the thoughts. You can choose whether you want to go in on. And in meditation, you're somewhat detached from those thoughts. And that's that space between the thinking mind, the feeling mind, that sensing mind. And maybe just noticing your breath. And every time that you notice that you're lost in a thought, just use your mantra. It's very normal to go down all the rabbit holes before you notice that you're thinking again. Using that mantra will break up those thoughts. And then you can let go. Just allowing what is without trying to change or modify. Just simply using that tool. You're starting to build those neural pathways. It takes time to build that habit. Anytime you notice that you're lost in a thought, bring up your mantra. And the more that you practice, the more that you are touching into that space between the very center of everything, which is the connection of the all. Maybe noticing just a microsecond, a piece, just that small glimpse as you remember. This is your path or your anchor to that space. That mantra can tether you and keeps you connected. Just using your mantra, finding your anchor. You're just providing a gentle invitation for the mind to trust that it has a job to do. But as the observer, you have the ability to choose, and you're practicing that connection with the all. And there's no goal, there's no destination. It's just that sense of being, the essence that you are. You always have been and you always will be. Just returning to the source of who you are, that home, the abode. Um, and I'm going to close our formal sitting practice with a verse from the Tao Te Ching. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon itself. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. And as you prepare to come out of seated meditation, maybe finding some micro movements Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And as you're ready, open your eyes and smell the coffee. So how was that for everyone? Well, congratulations on your commitment to your practice. And as you continue through time, that consistency of coming into practice will start to build those pathways. And you might notice over time, things feel smoother throughout your day. And just as an experiment, if you notice when you don't meditate, things seem a little more chaotic. And so the more you build this practice, you're starting to build that connection. And the trick to it is just your mind is going to think, and it's going to try to say, hey, this isn't working, and throw up all these barriers. And that's really the job of your mind, but it is working. Just keep repeating your mantra. And also, I find consistently just choosing the same time every day. I do it first thing in the morning. And so for a lot of you with work and commitments and family, that means getting up 20 minutes a little earlier. And all it takes is 20 minutes, and that includes breath work. And if you choose to do a mantra or do a reading or something, that is all included in that 20 minutes of time. And just notice, give yourself 30 days and let me know if you have any questions. I'm available Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Email me at emailryle@gmail.com for a Zoom link, and you can join me every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for meditation. Thank you.